10 ongoing mega projects in Addis Ababa. Ethiopia is Africa's oldest independent and second most populated country. Despite having the fastest economic growth in the continent, the nation is the third poorest in the world with a multidimensional poverty index of 83.33%. In order to address the growing capacity issues in relation to the large population and poverty rate, the Ethiopian government has focused on advancing development in the country. Next to agriculture, the Ethiopian construction industry has provided a very large amount of employment in the country. From launching of mega construction projects to mid projects, the Ethiopian government is putting in as much efforts as possible to eradicate poverty, expand Ethiopia's infrastructure, and create jobs. These projects are of different categories, including urban development projects, bridges, dams, and industrial projects. With a population of over 2.8 million people, Addis Ababa is the capital and largest city of Ethiopia, and headquarters of the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa and the African Union. Being the cultural, artistic, financial, and administrative center of the country, Addis Ababa has a high human development index, and so it is the center for multiple development efforts in the country. Since the beginning of the 20th century, Addis Ababa has been undergoing urban development till date, where the following projects are being carried out. 10. Pushkin-Gotira Highway. Stretching from the Alexander Pushkin Square to the end of the Gotira interchange, in the Silk-Lafto district, the Pushkin-Gotira Highway is a replacement of the previous thin and narrow asphalt road. It is made up of a 320-meter-long tunnel and covers a 3.8-kilometer-long distance with a side width of 30 to 40 meters, including bus rapid transit lane and a lengthy suspension bridge built above the ground. The highway accommodates many vehicles at a time, with an interest-free loan from the Chinese government. The construction of this project began in 2019 with an initial estimated cost of 1.5 billion birr. The Pushkin-Gotira Highway has greatly changed the social, economic, and environmental aspects of not just Addis Ababa, but Ethiopia as a whole. 9. Meskel Square. Being the main public gathering space in Addis Ababa for decades, the renovation project has given the square a major facelift, enabling Meskel Square to accommodate more than 500,000 people for religious and outdoor holidays, which include the Meskel to Demur religious festival, inscribed by UNESCO as World's Intangible Heritage. The project has equipped the gathering place with integrated facilities, like an underground parking space, capable of accommodating 1,400 vehicles. The renovation project has also refurbished the 3.5-kilometer Churchill Avenue that stretches from Addis Ababa City Hall to the square with commodious sidewalks and greenery areas. With the aim of making Ethiopia a beacon of national prosperity, as stated by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, the project has achieved the metropolitan city with a stature befitting its name. It is part of the Beautifying Shigar initiative, with an estimated total cost of 2.6 billion birr. 8. CB Tower. Located in the core business area of Addis Ababa, with a total construction area of about 160,000 square meters and height of 209.15 meters, the CB Tower is the tallest building in East Africa, which was constructed by Chinese contractors. Representing a reflection of Ethiopia's ambition to advance the modernization and development of the banking sector, it will also help the development of Ethiopia's modern services and persuade more African countries to accept the yuan as a legal settlement currency for border markets, further widening China-Africa cooperation. The Tower of the Central Business District of Egypt's new administrative capital, constructed at a total cost of $681 million, has brought about advanced technology to Ethiopia's construction industry. 7. Adwa Center. Being constructed on the vicinity of Emperor Menelik II, the construction is held at 3.3 hectares of land at the heart of the capital city. The project includes multipurpose units like the Adwa Memorial Museum, an amphitheater, libraries, and youth centers, and is expected to be the biggest of its kind in the country. Still on the road to completion, the 4.6 billion Adwa Center mega project is equipped with the state-of-the-art parking, which has a capacity of accommodating more than 1,000 cars at a time. As a monument for African victory, the center is expected to serve as a platform for revival of the spirit of Pan-Africanism. Also known as the Anti-Colonial Struggle Memorial Center, The construction design features the letter A and is being handled by the Chinese firm, China Jiangsu International Economic and Technical Cooperation. 6. Entoto National Park. The Entoto National Park is one of serenity and resounding joy which lacked necessary infrastructures and stayed underdeveloped for a long while, until the renovation project was initiated by Minister Abiy Ahmed, aimed at changing the looks of the capital city, Addis Ababa, by beautifying the riverside, stretching from Entoto in the north to Akaki in the south. The Entoto project contains numerous recreational facilities, including restaurants and sporting events. Completed in less than a year, the Addis Ababa Entoto National Park demonstrates the capacity of Ethiopians to achieve big things when united. It is part of the sheer beautifying project, anticipated to create hundreds of employment opportunities. Constructed with eminent inventiveness and ingenuity, the organization and establishment of the park, in terms of knowledge and finance, was carried out by only Ethiopians. With an estimated total cost of 4.8 billion birr, it is among Ethiopia's mega projects. 5. Science and Technology Museum. Perched on 7 hectares of land, the museum consists of 2 buildings with multipurpose. It has its own auditoriums, which have been assigned to permanent and fleeting science and art exhibitions, and it is equipped with a solar system for generation of electricity. At a total cost of 1.1 billion birr, the museum was designed and built entirely by Matatek's exhibition crew. The new building is 250 square foot and show 30 interactive exhibits, which exhibit multiple diverse scientific subjects. The Giant Science and Technology Museum, among others, is aimed at serving as a center of research and preservation of ancient and modern technology in different fields. As an initiative of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, the museum will showcase Ethiopians' ancient wisdom, such as traditional medicine, cultural, and traditional knowledge, just to name a few. It is an attempt by the Ethiopian government to promote science and research among African youths. 4. Abrahad Grand Library. Located in front of the Parliament Hall, with an accommodation space for over 4,000 users at a time, it is a 4-story facility and the biggest library in Ethiopia. It is made up of 8 bookstores, a meeting room, a cafeteria, children's reading area, and a parking that can accommodate 115 vehicles at a time. The Abrahad Grand Library is equipped with 1.5-kilometer-long shelves that are able to carry 1.4 million books, and apart from books, the library houses more than 300,000 local and 120,000 foreign research papers. Officially opened in January 2022, the 1.2 billion birr project, constructed by Addis Ababa City Administration, is one which brings enlightenment to Ethiopians. About 3 kilometers from the city center, the facility is set to solve the great need of libraries and related resources in Africa's political capital, and it is a promise of the government to make the city beautiful. It is one of the largest libraries in Africa. 3. La Gare. Developed by Eagle Hills along with Addis Ababa's city government, La Gare is a 21-story apartment block with 87 units, including 24-hour security, resident parking, and an expensive lobby. On completion, it is estimated to be a $1.5 billion complex which has 4,000 homes, along with hotels, retail, and leisure amenities. Set to become the beating heart of Addis Ababa, delivering main benefits to local communities and the economy via commerce and creation of jobs. On completion, La Gare will be a sign that Addis Ababa can sustain a commercial property market, which in turn activates its design and finance sector and captivate foreign investment. The project is one of Ethiopia's soon-to-be victories in achieving a middle-income economy. 2. Shigar Riverside Phase 2. Also known as the Beautifying Shigar Project, it is sponsored by the Ethiopian government backed by their Chinese counterpart. With the objective of cleaning rivers and creating public works in Addis Ababa, the project was launched by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to run for a period of 3 years, being executed by First Highway Company. The project's first phase is under development and close to completion on a 27 hectares piece of land stretching from the Sheraton Hotel. It consists of the establishment of a friendship square, the central axis of etiquette, a central rally plaza, 5 amphitheaters, a waterfall belt on Bantag-Kida River, a lakeside fountain, a music square, and an artificial pond. Already undergoing construction, the second phase of the project, controlled by Jiangsu Nantong Sanjin Construction Group Co., will cover a 179,000 square meter piece of land situated on the National Palace Garage, adjacent to the premises of the state's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Expected to take about 14 months for its completion, at an estimated total cost of $54.78 million. The second phase of the beautifying Shikar project mainly involves the construction of a central square including a children's amusement park, a sports center, a waterfront, a science and technology museum, auxiliary buildings and a dome theater alongside supporting facilities such as roads, pavement, landscaping and ornamental lighting among others. 1. Unity Park. Ranked as one of the most beautification projects in Addis Ababa, it features historical, cultural values and natural gifts and is being established on 20 hectares of the palace. The park, which can accommodate 1,500 visitors a day, has 37 mammals, 9 types of animals, namely giraffes, zebras, kudu, impala, eland, gemsbok, nyala, white rhino and wild beast, 13 species of aquatic animals, various birds in the aviary and the black maned lions. Also, the park exhibits historical artifacts, ranging from simple objects to ancient civilization. From Emperor Haile Selassie's throne to common restaurant materials, the artifacts, including jewelries, photo frames, book covers, sculptures, and utensils, are all made up of gold. Among other things, the park also exhibits religious books written in Amharic, English, and Ge'ez languages, which can be used for research and study worldwide. Backed by the United Arab Emirates, the Unity Park has an estimated total cost of $160 million. The inauguration of these mega projects in Addis Ababa, from the Pushkin-Gotera Highway to the Unity Park, has brought about significant outcomes for residents and the economy of the city. These projects and many more are not just changing Addis Ababa into a highly technological modern city but Ethiopia as a whole. Our message to all African countries is of encouragement. Like Ethiopia, you can all plan and establish mega projects in order to level up the development standards of the continent. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do not forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe and become a member of our growing diverse community here on Think Rich Africa. Thanks for watching and see you in another interesting video.